Hello, as I jump through a whole bunch of stuff. Hi, welcome to Star Trek Lost Voyages. I'm the GM Tim. I'm your GM tonight. We're going to be playing Star Trek Adventures. We have a special guest, but we're going to get there in a minute. So we'll go quickly through our crew. Captain Zanny, how are you tonight?
Doing pretty good. How you doing?
Excellent. I'm doing well, thank you. XO Commander. I keep doing that. Commander Yezikov, how are you? Welcome back.
Hello.
Hello. Lieutenant Commander Gurkhan, how are you, Gopal?
Fantastic. Wearing my engineering glasses today.
Nice. I love them. They look fantastic. Our new doctor, Dr. Ross, Douglas Ross, right?
Right.
Yes, yep. Dr. Douglas Ross, welcome.
Are we all doing the salute thing tonight?
Are we doing the salute? We're doing the salute tonight, right. Yeah.
All right.
and Lieutenant Sofek, how are you tonight, Stefan?
I am admirable.
Admiral?
It's been a long day.
Admiral?
No, let's not get off into an admiraling. We'll never stop. Okay, so let's get right into it. What have you been doing in the last couple of weeks? Actually, you know what, Zanny? Why don't we do the captain's log right now?
Right now?
Right now.
Very good. Captain's log. It's been a welcome quite couple of weeks.
Tim's spelling is fast.
Yes.
It's been a welcome quite couple of weeks.
Quiet.
Thanks, Q. It's been a welcome couple of weeks. We met with the USS Agamemnon to pick up my XO, Beagle, and a science officer transfer with equipment that needed substantial space in the shuttle bay. I haven't been able to work on my 1967 Chevy Impala because he's been taking up too much room.
Yeah.
That could suffice.
I wonder if that ship is ever going to get destroyed. Finished. I wonder if it's ever going to get finished. Yeah, so, Yezikov, where were you?
Sorry, go ahead.
I just picture you and Gurkhan walking down the hall. Gurkhan is, like, asking about the Batleth tournament, I think?
Yeah, so I was at Earth doing some like professional development courses with Starfleet. Yezikov is always trying to like be a nicer leader. She comes off as curt sometimes. So she was doing that and speaking at the academy as well. But while she was at Earth, she managed to like get some tickets to the famous I'm sorry, Gurkhan, I forgot your wife's name. Lisette. Performing in a Batleth tournament at Earth, so she was able to go and watch that, and came back is describing in great detail the leg moves that she was using, and of course she won. So.
Training behind you is Beagle with a waxed Batleth and multiple wounds. He's not allowed to have it not waxed, otherwise it just does damage to him and everyone else. He really
There's just like
it.
one hallway with like a scrape down the wall from where he like accidentally
He's
dragged
never
it.
allowed back in that wing.
It was on the roof because he had it on his back. So
How about Dr. Ross? What have you been doing the last couple weeks? Getting into your new digs, I guess, eh?
Yeah, I think definitely just getting used to not being bored all the time.
Yeah, there'd be a lot more to do. I mean, it was a sort of slow week, even on the Haida, but yeah, it was.
There was only 72 reported incidents of injury this week.
Accidental Batleth stabbing.
What is your ship doing? You've got 70.
A lot of batleth. A lot of people going to the holodeck and going on like
they don't know that
rapid rides for no reason.
They don't know that the holodeck that's nearest engineering permanently has the safety disabled because it's a holodeck.
Not to mention that.
Why are you making things
We
like
have
this
so many
canon?
That at least 50% of the injuries do come directly from engineering.
Yeah, shocker.
We are trying to get the whole interdiction system running, and we don't know what it does.
True.
Well, you've got like Batleths hidden everywhere in this ship. Like it's gonna be like just reaching for something, and you're gonna stab yourself. Like
disruptor pistols as well.
All right. And
just in case we got more Romulans.
next time we take a ship-to-ship battle, we're going to take an extra breach just from your disruptors and the walls exploding.
That's fine.
Don't give
We'll also have more
timelines.
power.
I'll just work with you.
Yeah, yeah, needs more power. All right, Sofek, what have you been doing the last couple weeks?
Usual Vulcan things involving staying away from the rest of this command crew and
Usual
remodifying the sensors.
So much 3D chess. Just all.
That's all he
He's
does.
got like
is 3D
6 of them
chess.
lined up. And he cycles
Just 3D
through
chess with himself.
them. Yeah.
Wait, what's
Okay.
the weird little, like the little pin one that Tuvok always played on Voyager? What was that called?
Crib?
Oh,
I can never remember what it was called.
oh, I just watched that episode. I'll get back to you. It's gonna drive me crazy.
Yeah.
I'll get it back. Okay. Zanny, you get you on the bridge, yeah?
It was Caltone. Anyways.
Calto, there you go. You know
So
what?
I'm on the
I'll give
bridge.
you momentum so that you just saved me from going nuts all game. So that, you can have momentum right off the bat. But
Thank
Zanny,
you.
while you're on the bridge, you actually get a call from your ready room. Captain Zanny, can you come to your ready room to meet me, please?
Acknowledged. Yesikov?
No.
You?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
On the bridge?
Yazakov's on her way yet. Yeah.
Oh, so,
Yeah.
Sofek, you have the con. Also, keep a transporter lock on me? I'll be right back. I open the door. Peer in. This is my red.
As you open the door and you peer in, you see. Do you remember Stevens?
Oh. Vaguely.
Does anyone
The-
remember Stevens?
The
Oh.
like Secret Service guy
Yeah, yeah.
who
he-
fucked us.
yeah, he's,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah.
we chased them down.
Excuse
tried to
me,
blow
this
the
is
ship up.
like a mature, like, I'm okay swearing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. You're
okay,
good. We're adults.
because he
Yeah.
royally.
Yeah.
Like-
It was on the space station with the things that were like sucking energy.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he like shot Yesikov and
Yeah.
captured Beagle at one
and then
point.
stole
Yeah.
our shuttle.
Yeah,
But we
Yeah.
blew up the shuttle,
Whoa.
but he's already gone.
I almost had him.
you did. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
there.
Yeah, well, I suppose going to red alert won't help. I say that to Steven.
Stevens, do you think that would help?
No.
No.
Okay. I'll enter the room and be like, so, been a minute. How you been?
Interested is how I've been. Things
Interesting.
are afoot, and these things involve your crew. There's no point in hiding behind it. We're already clearly capable of understanding what the other parties are available to do. I've seen you in action, and you know what I can do.
And that's where we're going to go to the intro. We'll be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna sort of scene swipe, and we're now in the ready room. Andrews, going by Stevens, going by Andrews. Do you have any requests for crew? off the top of your head. I can give you a couple if you want, because I know you're a little bit thrown into this.
In this particular case, I will defer to your suggestion.
Yeah, so I'm going to recommend that Sofek be in the ready room, Ross be in the ready room, Yezikov be in the ready room, and Luther be in the, not in the ready room, in the conference room, and Luther be in the conference room.
Okay.
And then probably Zanny as well.
I'd hope so.
Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think he would be a good fit.
I do actually think he'd be a good fit in this case, yeah. So you can decide, Yezikov. I think Yezikov is better than Sarah for this one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what we're
That's
doing.
okay. I know you don't.
So, security or pilot?
Security. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yesikov's not happy to see you.
Yeah. Yeah. Because Zanny is a much better pilot for this scenario than Sarah is.
Okay.
Okay. Stevens, Adams, Andrews, you person! I defer
You
to
are the CAA. You just have one name, right? But
you just have one name. It's always one name.
It makes sense.
All right, I defer to you.
Captain, thank you for assembling everybody. We have a fairly important matter to discuss, and that matter needs to stay within these walls. Are we understood?
Yes. Yezikov, try not to stab him.
I appreciate your restraint. I know there's some history. That said, I do appreciate you coming out here and acquiring myself and all of my gear. Whatever I had to push around in your cargo compartments, I'm sure it can all be buffed out. It'll be fine. The matter at hand is something that is curious. We've received word that there is a small Class M planet. One of its moons has apparently been the site of a new Romulan station, a science station of some form. And the reason I find this particularly interesting is, while our intelligence shows that the Romulans have built this lab, the Romulan Navy has apparently no such indication of this existing. And with the ties between the Romulan Navy and their science construction, we'll call it, I think this is going to need our eyes.
Out of character for a second. Is this the station that we?
No.
A little while? Nope. Okay. Cool. Wanted to clear that up.
Yeah.
It's a different super secret Romulan station.
Before we go any further, I assume that you have documentation proving who you are, and that you are able to commission us. We've run into this trouble in the past.
All right. So,
Starfleet for look at evil bastard.
With that, I'm just gonna with that he just kind of like does like one of those really casual tosses with 5 data pads, and they all go exactly where they need to go. Like it's just a super casual toss, and each one goes right to you.
It's true.
And I'll look at him like because
Luther doesn't
remember
even look at his.
we had
Danny
that
doesn't look
person
at it.
claiming to be SI6 or whatever the Star Trek CIA is.
Section 31.
31.
Thank you. And they turned out to be like Romulans, so Yezikov is pretty sus about this guy to begin with, and then that happens. So she's like going through all this documentation, making sure it's all legit.
Yeah, it's all legit.
Mm-hmm.
But this,
Fine.
Sorry, go ahead.
I just said fine. I throw down the data pad.
Admiral
Luther
Shrew
is
signed
actually
off
eating
himself.
Luther's actually eating as well because he's been in these types of conferences before. They can last a while.
Right. You have doubts, you have reservations. I understand that. And let me make this very clear. I encourage that. We need to understand each other, though, that we all have our orders, and that there are going to be times, and this is one of those times, where we have to work for the best interests of the Federation.
Am I getting anything from this?
Leah, your face is so good. Everything he said, it's all in the up and up.
All right. Do we think that this, because it's not logged with the Romulan Navy, could have anything to do with the Tal Shiar?
Well, so...
Are you asking that as an in-character or an out-of-character?
It has an in-character question.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. So let's be very, very open about this. The Tal Shiar can be involved. The Tal Shiar have many interests. That said, I'm not going to rule them out, but nor am I going to rule them in. As I said, and I stress, this is interesting in that we've received the intelligence that the Romulans have built there, but their Navy has no record or indication of this actually being present. While that may normally have all the fingerprints of Tal Shiar involvement, it's very, very important to stress that if that is Tal Shiar, we have to walk very delicately.
Right. Sofek, Gurkhan, Dr. Doug.
No
Any
Gurkhan.
questions?
Luther.
Oh, sorry, Sofek, Luther, Dr. Doug. Questions, comments, concerns?
Wait, are you calling him Dr. Doug instead of Dr. Ross? Like his first name is Doug, so you're Dr. Doug? Is that what?
Yeah.
Am I noticing that right? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Just
I
double
did
checking.
tell him that's what I preferred.
Yeah, no, I'm just double
Doug,
checking.
But I want to say doctor, so Dr. Doug.
Yeah, all right.
I'm just amazed that the captain remembers someone's preferred method.
I
of
know! I'm so
name.
thrown off by this. It's the first time it's happened. All right, carry on.
It's the alliteration.
Yeah.
It's an easy.
Yeah. So if there's no other questions,
No, Luther's gonna ask a question.
Okay.
Well, puts on his food for a second.
Jesus.
Mr. Andrews, Mr. Stevens, Mr. Finch, whatever your name is. We've all had experience with you before.
Yes.
What's gonna happen when this goes wrong, as it inevitably will?
As in,
What's the plausible deniability of? What's the chance of us coming home?
The chance of you coming home is ever present.
Okay, that 1 or 0. What is it?
I believe the question would be, in what state would be we returning home?
Do you
That
have
is-
a plan for us, or are we just driving in?
Well, there are plans, yes. We're not quite ready to fully disclose the full content of what that plan is going to be, as we are still in the early stages of your briefing, and this is as much an assessment of your abilities as it is of mine. I assure you, I have chosen you, and I have full confidence that you will act with utmost confidence.
At what stage will we be completing these briefings? On the shuttle? Are we taking a shuttle? Is that your plan?
So, here is, I believe, the answer that you're fishing for. Getting into that facility is, in my opinion, not going to be a terribly complex maneuver. However, we will not be able to take your vessel or any indication of Federation technology along with us. I have procured a Romulan shuttle that will do the job for us.
No.
Captain, I believe he is
I need to
mispronouncing the word stolen.
Do you know
I
how
must-
to fly Romulan plane?
I must stress that the vessel that I have procured will not be discussed outside of these walls. Are we clear?
We've all signed our non-disclosure agreements. with Starfleet Intelligence.
That's good, because you do understand the importance and the legal ramifications of having stealth and cloak technology on board your shuttle, on board your vessel. Yes, Captain? Okay.
Yes, understood.
Luther actually chuckled to himself. The
Well, good.
legal ramifications.
Well, now that you're all party to it, that is going to be how we will get from here to there.
What's our
Upon
time?
arrival,
Sorry, go ahead.
upon arrival at the facility, we will have to interface with not only the natives on OSHA, but we will also have to get ourselves situated within the facility. Just as we had a transfer here where I was acquired by your vessel, you are going to have to work with me to get me installed inside that facility. The long and short of it is, I'll be staying.
Well, thank goodness for that.
I figured that would get you to light right up.
How are they going to accept a human in their facility?
That's a very good question, Gurkhan.
No,
And
Luther.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm assuming Gurkhan's not going to be playing today.
Yeah, no, it's going to be Luther tonight.
Oh, okay. I was still looking at the labels there.
Sorry, that was my bad.
Given Luther's background and the fact that Gurkhan's a Klingon, we're going to Romulans.
Yeah.
Might be problematic.
Right. Good, and that will change my response. So, you ask another very, very good question there, Luther. And similar to how I've procured the vessel that will get us there, I also, at this point, must share that, we can do this one of two ways. One, you can just agree, or I can just demonstrate that we have the orders from command to make this happen. But we are all going to be experiencing a bit of a change. Might pinch a little bit. Let's just say that you're going to blend right in.
So invasive surgery.
Well, I mean, it's
like
not that invasive.
Sorry,
It's mostly
invasive
cosmetic.
surgery.
Yes. Mostly cosmetic.
Dr. Doug, if you mess up my face too much,
No one will notice.
Transferred, man.
So, Varya, is this going to challenge any of your values?
Let me check what my values are.
Security
I just
still wears
realized?
red, right?
What's that?
Security still wears.
No, that's command.
Security
Okay.
wears
Yellow.
gold
Security's gold.
because of the red shirt thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I got my red glasses
Right.
for when I'm playing a red shirt.
Okay.
You know what I just realized,
my
though?
security team is still called the red shirts, but proud and honest.
No,
maybe.
that's fine.
Um,
I remember you had Romulan background stuff, so I was just double checking.
yeah, no, I have a bunch of focuses in Romulan.
Focuses, but not values, right?
No.
Okay, good. That's perfect.
This is great for Luther because Luther has a value lost in the crowd, so he's totally fine with this.
Yeah, I figured
Okay.
Luther would like this. What was it, Danny?
I just realized it's the people in here going command. That means that I got to leave Gurkhan on the con. And
Yeah.
Beagle's
Con's in charge.
XO.
Yeah, I know.
So new ship.
Stevens, Andrews, Adams, whatever your name is.
I
Yeah,
mean,
we've had this one for a while now.
No, there's not going to be a new ship. Tim has done too much work on the videos.
If I come
That all
back,
depends on our dice
I'll
rolls.
find you, Romulan or not.
Don't
Get a
think in
new
an
one that's
Akira
I will
exactly the
drive
same
by
as the last one.
ship
Tim's
right
actually
down your
building
throat.
like flybys and everything for cutscenes. It's not changing for a long time.
we can't get an Akira because as it stands, we upgraded once, then downgraded twice.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
All right,
So,
The pattern
so
serves
let's-
us. Our next ship will be a
Okay.
shuttle.
back in.
So we're on the shuttle, so
Yeah, okay. So Ross is going to be able to surgically alter you guys so you can look like Romulans. Do you have any more Stephen Adams, Andrews?
At this point, I think as time goes on, there's a little bit of extra information that I could certainly share. I think the biggest piece there is that the Osharans did permit the Romulans to build there, as the Romulans did perform a significant service for them. There was an airborne virus. The Romulans were able to basically construct a vaccine and a deployment procedure that saved those people. Now, this is a pre-warp civilization.
Early warp. Sorry, early warp.
Or early warp.
Early
Okay,
warp.
I thought you had said pre.
My bad.
So in early warp civilization, so we need to be very, very careful about how much information we are going to be sharing. They are privy to some of this, but not all of it. And even though we are doing things because the Federation needs them to be done, remember that the Prime Directive is still very much a thing.
So we'll do that right now. You've all got two determination. Your directives are the Prime Directive. And you've also got what the hell's down there?
a Romulan plot. That's what the hell's down there.
Oh no! You
Romulan
know what?
shenanigans.
No, that's right there. Romulan shenanigans. That's a much better determination point. Yeah.
Especially for this crew.
The way that you say that, Captain, I think you are mispronouncing that they are our shenanigans now.
Very true. Very true. Also, touche.
Just watch us run into Medic.
Okay.
Alright.
What can each of you? So I know each of you is fully capable in things, and I kind of built this for these characters. So what are the different things that you can all contribute? Ross, you're going to be doing the surgery. So why don't we get some?
Sounds about right.
Why don't we get some rolls ready for that? We're going to be doing. I'm going to say this is going to be. Have you ever done a Romulan surgery before? Like
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no.
Okay, so we're gonna go daring, and I think either medicine or daring and medicine.
You can say the Romuloplasty is probably not taught at Starfleet Medical.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't
Yeah,
think
it
so.
happens enough.
Just find any of the files from the Enterprise. You'll be
Like,
fine.
yeah, I think if McCoy could do it in the 23rd century,
Yeah.
it sure would be fine now.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
literally what
More
Ross
like
is
the-
saying as he's going
in
through
like
the files.
100 years. Yeah.
He just replicates one of those Mission Impossible. Like,
The head
He's just
sculptor
the head
things.
sculptor,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
So I have surgery as a focus. Can I use that?
Absolutely, yeah. So let's get a roll. Zenny, you're going to be piloting, so we'll probably wait. Yezikov.
Are we doing the surgery on the shuttle?
No.
Okay, good.
I'm just kind of
No.
getting you prepped as we go. So,
Okay.
So what the point is right now is that the reason Andrews brought you together is because we need a more solidified plan.
Okay.
So we're getting the shuttle. Sorry.
I was just going to say that as we begin the process of undergoing the cosmetic surgery, it is very much imperative that upon completion of that, we are not seen by the rest of your crew.
Exactly.
Also, that precludes us from using your transporters to get from A to B.
Cloak and dagger. I got it.
Cloak and dagger. Yeah.
Jessica, can you set up a blockade, like a path for us?
Yes.
Okay.
You can tell Beagle he needs to set it up, but not why. He'll be fine with that. I'll leave
Unless
standing
you-
orders for Gurkhan.
I will
Captain,
set it up myself.
The less you tell the crew, the better. And just for the record, using the transporter may result in the cosmetic surgery becoming a permanent thing.
Exactly.
Good to know.
Yesikov's like, screw the transporters. It's out.
Yeah,
It's out
I'm sorry,
forever."
what?
Yeah. Well, Sofek, you won't need much, if anything at all.
Just a bad haircut.
You're already Vulcan, so you can.
You just-
you can
yeah, just a
pass this
haircut.
for- Yeah.
Just a bad
Just a good
haircut.
He needs some sort of weird shiny shirt though.
Oh yeah. You'll need the
Sash.
shirts. Yeah. So you got the. Are we doing sashes? Yeah. And you know what? Let's say it's we're gonna go like that proper it's the proper 80s
Really big shoulders pads.
shoulder
Yeah.
pads. Yeah. Because I love those ones. They're so awesome and horrible all at the same time. Yeah.
Luther's gonna be like, can I do the face tattoo Romulan? No? Is that type of Romulan not allowed?
Oh
Let the
no!
rule
No! Don't do that one. No.
Eric Bana?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's right.
That's way
they're
later.
minors.
It's
Can't be
yes,
minor.
those are
Romulan. He was the other one, right?
Hmm?
He was the Reman, right?
No,
No,
he
they're-
was
No, he was Romulan.
They were Romulans, but they're from some sort of mining consortium.
right.
yeah. The face tattoos do generally denote labor caste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely don't want that.
And we want to be officers, so
Yeah.
can't do that, unfortunately.
Right.
Okay. So let's talk. Let's move this along. So I'm gonna say that you guys are in the medical bay, and I'm gonna kind of assume that you've got Yezikov. Why don't you give me control and command? No, presence and command. Give me a presence and command. Zanny, you can give an assist with 1 dice if you want.
Sure.
As kind of like orders to clear the halls and to disconnect the security monitors, et cetera, so that you guys can get from point A to point B without being seen. You've got to go to Shuttle Bay 2.
I just rolling 2 dice for my surgery one.
All right. Let's see here. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, yeah. Wait. Where did you roll them?
I haven't rolled them yet. I was wondering.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Just roll
Yeah,
two.
it's 2 dice
so
unless
it's-
you want to buy more.
It's 2 dice unless you want to. Yeah. So there's currently nothing in the pool. So you're gonna get actually 1, 2, 3, 4 rolls, to actually because you got to do 4 people, 5 if you include yourself. So everyone else is going to be a difficulty. I'm going to tell you this one. This one's going to be a difficulty 3. Alan, I don't always tell the difficulties because it flows narratively better, but this time we'll do it so that you can prep yourself if you want. This is partly to see how well you do. We're going to fail forward, so don't stress it overly. I'm not going to end the game before it even starts, but yeah. It's basically a chance to build momentum is what we're doing.
Okay.
Just a difficult one. Okay, so carry on whenever you're ready.
All right.
Okay, so let's say that's Andrews.
We're gonna die under the knife.
We're gonna die
Yeah.
under the knife.
Yeah. Yeah, daring's not my best stat.
Oops, all Klingons.
Yeah.
Now we're an invasion force.
Yeah.
That second one though.
Okay, yeah. So from Sofik, we're gonna go. Or that was Andrews. Now we'll go to Zanny. So that's Zandy. You've got the 4 there.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, so we'll say
Getting
that's
better.
we'll
Just
say
had to
that's
screw up
Luther.
the first one.
Yeah.
First one was learning.
And
Now I got cocky.
Yezikov kept twitching and moving. I hate this. I
Okay,
don't
well-
like this. She just had a scowl. You need to stop scowling. I won't. I will not.
I
My
surgically,
face.
So large
Her-
ridges now.
yeah,
Yeah.
her scowl is now surgically permanent on her face.
But I have a bunch of scarring on my face, so it might have been more difficult because of that.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
good. Nice.
Yeah, that's good.
Do you know what? I'll actually give you a momentum for remembering that and keeping that up. That's kind of, yeah.
Nice.
Okay, and Ross, you're last. So I'm going to leave it at 3 because, you got nurses and they're fully capable.
Wait, did
Yeah.
he fail on me already?
You didn't fail. You just didn't gain
I
momentum.
failed twice
for it.
already.
When you do my character, you do notice some previous reconstructive surgery.
Oh, yeah, you do. Right.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, you notice that his
Leg.
leg's entirely missing.
Well, that's, yeah.
Cybernetic put
Oops.
on his face.
Hopefully that was in your medical record.
It was absolutely in his file, yeah. Yeah.
But the plastic surgery done to his face is not.
Gotcha.
There's certain things that were changed and adjusted, let's
Yeah.
say.
Okay.
When he's doing my surgery, I'm just gonna ask him if he had a chance to look at that Romulan tracker that our previous doctor left in her desk.
Oh, I threw it away.
Just cleaned out the desk. Was it one of those,
Yeah.
like, just swoop, just gone?
Good.
I
Just
cleaned
like
this place
just
up.
like from season 1 to season 2 of TNG, they just never mentioned Crusher. Just Pulaski.
So is the doctor coming with us?
Yeah,
So he's got to do surgery on his own face.
yeah. That's what the last one is for. So
Last one was
so you guys you've got 1 momentum in the pool. I'm not going to have it dissipate because the scene is kind of like an extended scene. So we're going to hang on to that, and then was it Sofek and Yezikov? You each have your own individual. Was it you I gave one to? Who did I give
You
one
gave
to
one
earlier?
to Sam.
Sam, sorry, Zanny. Okay, so you each have your own momentum you can hang on to. So now we need to prep the halls.
Okay. Does shipboard tactical systems count as a focus?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
let that. Absolutely.
Yo.
Can I use bridge command?
So I'm gonna
Oh, yeah.
say. Okay.
Discount's gonna re-roll that?
Well, I'm gonna say no because you're not on the bridge and you don't want this to be a really big thing. You're trying to stay under the wire, right? You need to make this kind of like a quiet thing. So
Not with those rolls, we're not.
I know, right? So Zanny, I will remind you that Beagle is kind of like very puppy dog with you. You could probably pretty much tell him anything and he'd be like, "Oh, okay."
Well, I was only assisting anyways, so I only get 1 die. Let's see if it works.
Well, all right, Yezikov,
Don't you
what are
want?
you gonna do there?
Oh, with my 2 failures?
Yeah, you're gonna hang on. Well, it's not. They're not like failures. They're just not successes, right? So it wasn't like 19s or anything.
Right. Can you guys see what I actually rolled? Because I'm surprised. I got a pretty high.
All right, you get a 15 and a
Threshold.
14.
Okay. Yeah, what do I have here?
The 14 should be a success.
14 would be a success.
Oh no,
17 and a 15.
17 and 15. Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. The momentum I can spend. I'm sorry, it's been a while since I've done this.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't.
okay.
Can use it to re-roll.
No, that's determination.
Buy
You would have
another
had
one.
to, you would have had to use it to
I
buy
wouldn't have
another
to
one at
use
the
it.
start.
Okay.
So you know what? Because it has been a while, if you want to burn it right now and roll one more dice, I'll let you do that.
Thank you. I will. Do that. I appreciate it. And off you pop. All right, I got one success.
All right. So realistically, the commander and the XO and the captain kind of quarantining a hallway section. Well, unusual is not something that people would like freak out about or be super suspicious about. It would be just kind of like, especially on your ship, you guys have had some weird stuff go on. So it's
And it's from Medbay. It was probably an experiment.
yeah,
that went
exactly. It's like we
sideways.
just gotta clear it. Like Ross is new. Who knows? Let's just keep it clean, right?
Let's move it to the cargo bay.
Yeah. So you still have the one momentum in the pool, and you have the one momentum that Zanny has. So we do need to have come up with a bit of a plan. So you've got a ship; it's going to get you down, and you know that you've got to get Andrews Stevens in, and infiltrate, and get him to be able to stay. So you're probably going to have to infiltrate some security systems.
I do have a question for the assembled crew. This will likely go either to the captain or to Sofek. I need to remind you, this is a Romulan shuttle. How do you plan on getting a Romulan cloaked shuttle away from your ship, removing the cloak, and still not being, recognized by your own vessel as we attempt to enter Romulan space?
Well, Sofek, I believe you are a sensors master. You could probably.
I can program a temporary blind spot into
Okay.
the Haida's sensor grid.
Okay. I merely ask this because using a cloaked vessel to enter atmosphere has not historically been the wisest of decisions.
Have
Yep.
we not debriefed Gurkon on why we are leaving him in charge?
No.
Nope.
Alright.
I'm going to make up an excuse for why we're not there.
Alright.
What a fun command style.
I
Leave
mean-
them in the dark.
So to be
I do that a
perfectly
lot.
to be perfectly fair,
He does.
yeah, you do actually do that a lot. But to be perfectly fair, you could easily as well say just like full on like this is your orders. Like this is the one of those times when I have to be captain, and here's your orders, and yeah, and you guys
that was
are
the
all
plan.
Starfleet, so yeah. Sorry, I'm interrupting. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
No,
I
no,
don't care what you tell them. You just can't tell them what we're doing.
Yeah.
Treat them like mushrooms. Feed them shit and keep them in the dive.
That's like the job of a DM. Yay! You figured my secret.
Secret.
Yeah, secret. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he only talks about it all the chances he gets. All right. Okay. Well, so once you're down, do we have any kind of a plan once we're down? Let's assume we land on the planet. Then what?
We need to find computer terminals. I assume we are trying to retrieve information. Yes?
But we're trying to get Andrew/Stevens/Adams in.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Will?
we need to bypass the locals, get to the facility, enter the facility, and drop them off somehow.
And also enter him into the computer system to show he is supposed to be there.
That's true.
I have experience and knowledge with Romulan warfare tactics in their military, so I should be able to at least talk my way through. My accent might be a problem, though.
Dr. Doug, do you have like a voice modulator thing that you could give Jessica
I
to?
could probably get something like that, or I have like a file. I could just kind of like file her larynx down a little bit.
If you
That would work.
place surgical scar over larynx, it could say it's a war
You
wound.
could just be a mute.
Please don't mute my XO.
Yeah.
Not actually, just
Okay. So we're
what's-
putting a fake scar on your on your neck?
Sure.
Okay.
That'll be
Seems
one
like the
way.
easiest, yeah.
I mean,
That's super clever. Yeah.
in
I
the
actually never thought of
24th
that.
century, I assumed there would be a voice thing, but
To be honest, I actually totally forgot completely about the accent. Like I never even thought about that. So
I think there's
bonus
a lot of
points for
Russian
you.
Romulans.
Yeah. I mean, I know, right? Like, yeah, those Russian Romulans.
Привет, Romulan comrade.
I mean, that's who taught the Russians in the first place, right? Like,
Yeah.
We'll do close film. Okay.
Well, I can tell you that once we get into atmosphere, we will be lit up. According to the intelligence that I've received, the station itself is fairly heavily monitored, and access will be controlled. It is also within a heavily forested area, so we will not be able to land in the proverbial backyard. It will be some ways away. Bypassing the locals is not my primary concern. They are, I would say, not entirely aware of the various types of Romulans that may be out there, but don't let that undersell it. Crafting a plan and sort of look around at the lot of you, and especially at Varia, crafting a plan to take care of any potential inconsistencies is a very wise decision. Thank you.
Luther, with regards to the monitoring of the station, do you have any suggestion on how we may fool them to let us land without being shot down? If they have weapons, little weapons.
There's two ways to get in, Captain. We can either go quiet and just go far away and work our way around the planet slowly, or we can go in loud and pretend to be a ship that's stricken with some sort of technical issue.
Oh.
We can't respond. We have a damaged warp coil. We have a leaking power regulator. Something like that might get them to let us land quickly.
So in that case, we could have two teams. One that is the showboat, will look over here, and the other team that infiltrates Andrews.
Yes, we can, as they call it in magic, you distract and then you do the trick.
Section 31 has provided us with sensitive information. Could they not provide us with landing codes?
So, it's not Section 31. It's just Starfleet Intelligence.
Yep.
And yeah, that's okay.
Mystery man.
No. It's okay. It's okay.
Secret agent.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The reason they couldn't give you landing coordinates is because
They don't exist.
Yeah.
Landing codes.
Landing codes. So the point is that this station exists abnormally. So it seems to be normal as a part of the planet or the moon, but
right.
it shouldn't be there. Like it's as far as anyone else. It'd be like.
The coordinates are generally assigned by the Romulan Navy, and as the Romulan Navy has no record of this station existing, I don't really have anything more concrete than land here, take 500 meters to the north, turn left at the oak tree, and cross the hill.
Yeah.
Right, but who's gonna get upset when we land?
Gas?
Well, that's just it. You don't know.
Oh,
We're not quite sure
so
what the
it's not
greeting party will be, but I can tell you that there will be chatter as soon as we get within range of any of their sensors.
Okay. It's like you land on a planet, they're like, "Oh, give us your landing codes, or we're gonna shoot you out of the sky."
Yeah.
That kind of. That's what I'm getting at. Okay.
Basically.
They don't have that.
Which is why
which
is why one of the ideas of coming in hot is kind of like not a horrible idea.
Okay.
What this tells me is that if the Romulan Navy has no notice of this place existing, the adherence to standard landing regulations will be much, much reduced. I'm not anticipating a request for codes, but we may have an intense request for purposes.
This was also going to ask, how big is this facility? Like, do we know if it's just like a single bunker or an entire facility?
All I know is that it is a facility.
Yeah.
So it could be 10 people running it, could be 10,000.
Yeah.
Great.
It's the Romulan, so it's probably not 10,000.
10,000 something.
Tins of rice.
It's likely tens of rice. Yeah.
Hopefully it is not 10, otherwise it would be real difficult to explain why an 11th person randomly shows up.
Yeah.
Unless we make one of them disappear.
I'm reasonably certain, for purposes that I will perhaps discuss at another time when it's more appropriate, that the team present inside that facility is no more than perhaps 20.
So
It is reasonable to be able to place Stevens inside as they need.
So
We're also gonna have to figure out what the facility does if we're gonna insert you into the facility. There's no point in being a warp expert if you're studying geology.
Which you won't be able to do until you get in.
You get down to the planet.
Yeah.
So, my preference is do the crash and the magic trick, and once we land, we'll most likely have a couple moments before anybody shows up. In that case, Skwxwu, Luther, Yesikov, and Andrews can leave our shuttle to try and secretly infiltrate, and then myself and Dr. Doug can try and keep the Romulans occupied by looking on us.
Okay.
Because if they're going to get in, they're definitely going to need a computer expert, and there's none better than Skwxwu. And
Okay.
And Luther and Yesikov have the most combat experience if something goes south. So,
All right. Is there anything else then?
on my way down, Skwxwu, I'm going to need you to make us appear like our aft burners are just blown out and we're coming in hot, and I'll fly us in. And we just need a soft place to crash, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to a shuttle hull, trees are quite soft.
Quote of the
Not
night.
again.
Not
Fantastic.
again. That's the quote of the night. All right. So Skwxwu, let's get a roll for your sensor block. Let's go. You know, I'm actually going to give you this one fairly straight up because it's not a super complex thing for the chief science officer to program a sensor block. So I'm going to give you control and science with this one.
Ooh, control. Okay. Ooh.
I mean, it is control. You're not reasoning. You're actually doing something. So maybe it wasn't so easy. Thought you said you were going to be nice, Tim, jerk.
Hey, there we go.
Critical. Nice.
That's what you get.
Rolls a 1. All right.
Confidence will take you far.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna give you. So you're gonna get 2 momentum on that. And do you want to spend one now? Are you gonna do anything else to the ship, or maybe can you think of a way to modify the sensor block to benefit your shuttle anymore?
So I guess is the Haida going to be in orbit of the planet, nearby the planet, or is it somewhere else? Okay,
No.
So we're basically.
No, this is Romulan space.
Yeah.
The Haida is light years behind us.
Yeah.
We're also gonna have
You're gonna have to leave the Haida.
We're also gonna have to find a way to get back onto the ship, get back to the science bay without being seen, and not use the transporter.
Yeah. That's a later problem.
It's a
only we
problem
had
for future
magical
you.
suits that
It's a problem. It's a problem. As
cloaked us like you did last time.
As Stefan says in Star Trek Online, that's a 7-minute problem. Not right now.
Right.
That's a future problem,
It's a
not
future
a right now problem.
Yeah.
We just
I already have
to
I have
walk
an
through
idea
the-
on how we can get back on board too. It
So do
might be
I.
uncomfortable, but
I'm looking forward to it. Okay.
I have a more comfortable solution, I'm sure.
So Alan, if you don't mind, I'm going to take narrative control. You guys are going to make your way down the halls. It's oddly quiet. You have 170 crew on the ship, and it's still fairly busy crew. But even this trek down to the shuttle bay is just unusual. You get down there and you just see this huge crate that's that's like inches away from your Impala, and you do indeed see like a little bit of a mark on the side, and you can see where somebody like tried to buff it out too, like that. Oh shit, you know, like that, but it didn't work, of course.
Cap's gonna flip.
Yeah,
exactly. I run over immediately. My face just goes right to it. And
yeah, it's there. But there's this massive shipping crate, just huge shipping crate. And on the side of it, it just says Starfleet Science.
It's subtle.
As I'm looking at my poor car, I'm like, somebody got a crowbar.
You don't need one. Andrews just walks up, hits a couple buttons.
It's 24th century.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing just kind of like drops down.
So you don't understand. It wasn't for me.
And it's empty inside.
Oh.
So I could throw it at the
gentlemen.
Ship that's not there.
I walk up and like knock where I think the thing is.
You hit it eventually.
Yeah.
That's
Not today.
A couple faltering steps forward until you eventually find it, and then the confident knock.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. I just point to like a little forehead scar that I've got, and I
I learned the lesson.
Not again.
You actually did walk right into it. I forgot
Not
you
again.
did walk into a cloaked ship.
I did.
Nice.
All right. So as you kind of like Stevens hits the console and the door opens, you guys walk onto your shuttle. The doors to the shuttle, like the cargo pod, just kind of go boom, 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 and no one really lets Zanny kind of like notice the fourth one like just misses the car by like that much, but you don't see it as you're leaving the bay, so it's kind of like you're leaving the bay as the last one falls, so it's kind of like that, you know, like, and you out the ship and kind of like the
well, and as the last one's going down, I'm sure I'd like have him by the shoulder. Captain, we need to talk. That's not important right now. This way.
You wouldn't make it. This mission would be over.
The shuttle, the cloaked shuttle does that really kind of cool blip through the sensor grid and the shields that Sofek created, and jumps to warp, and that's where we're going to take our break. So we'll be back in 10 minutes with part 2 of our adventure, Infiltration Initiative. I know, I was like, what's an alliteration name? Ooh, this one sounds fun. I literally went through and was like, I words, I.
I mean, with our crew, it could have been infiltrating the idiots.
It could have been. So we'll be back in 10 minutes. Enjoy the music from Norse Foundry. It's usable for any streaming that you want to do. Just give credit, because credit where credit is due. And we'll be back in 10. Hello, we're back. Welcome back to Star Trek Lost Voyages. I'm the GM Tim. And with me is my illustrious crew. And not so illustrious guest who's being the horrible Stevens that the crew hates. Thank you for being our guinea pig tonight.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm not the guinea pig. It's all of them.
It is true. You're very true. It is very much all of them.
Even Andrews, Adams, whatever your name is.
Yeah. Yeah, the GM Tim can't remember names again. I'm like Zanny communicating. Oh my god, it's horrible. Okay, so let's do a quick recap. So we had Andrew showed up on the ship. Actually, Stevens from a couple seasons ago, who has screwed with you guys before. Came to tell you that needs your assistance because knows your capabilities. Brought a cloaked Romulan shuttle. You guys have all had to be surgically altered to look Romulan, and the goal is to get Andrew, Stevens, Adams sort of stuck into the star, get them into this base that's on a planet of O'Shea. Pretty good recap. And miss anything? All right. So you come out of warp. See if I can do this really quick. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I almost stopped my video. That would have been embarrassing. Good job, Tim. All right, so you come out of warp, and the planet surrounding the planet is a whole bunch of Romulan vessels.
Oh boy. How many are we talking?
I mean, not as many as my background, because I just found that's awesome. But we're going to say there's 2 Romulan warbirds. And you see 2 smaller vessels that don't look like anything you recognize.
Interesting. Skwxwu, are we broadcasting our distress? Like our engine failure, as it were? Because we're near the planet, I assume. We're out of warp.
I'm gonna let you assume that you had that prepped because that was the plan before we went to our break. So, yeah.
Cool. All right.
I think we were gonna wait until we were about to hit atmosphere to pop it.
Oh, was that the plan?
Well, show up without warning with engine failure.
Let's say that Tim is not a total D-bag, and you would have scanned the system and known these ships were present.
Cool.
Oh.
Then we will come in hot.
Leah, kudos on your background. That's awesome. Deep dive. You know what? Another momentum. What the hell? That's I'm easy.
Well done.
That's awesome. All right. Yeah, brilliant. Okay.
Okay. We're broadcasting other things. Comms are off. So if I find that landing spot for me, and I'm going to fly as erratic as I normally do. It crashes, but not for real.
And hope one of those vessels doesn't tractor us.
Yep, don't worry, I'll avoid it on purposefully,
Accident.
not on purpose. Yeah.
Right?
Oh no!
Yazukov's a pretty good pilot. Do you need assist?
Sure. I mean, no, but yes, thanks.
Oh man, I hope he really needs it now
I
just
remember
because of that. Yeah,
you giving Gurkhan a concussion, but that's fine. You're the
right?
best.
Yeah, you're the best. Yeah, good for you. Yeah.
Hey, Captain, remember when you decided to do a roll and you crashed into that asteroid?
Just gonna slip into the
I turned the
second pilot and be like,
initial
I
down.
know you don't need help, but I'll just be here just in case. Yes.
I love how much sass you guys all give each other. Like, this is the most not Starfleet crew ever.
So Fex trying to
We're
find where
lower
the
decks.
seatbelts on
We're
the
so
Romulan
lower
shuttle
decks.
is.
The problem is these haven't been modified by Gurkhan to have seatbelts on every chair.
Yeah. All right, well...
Give a Klingon a concussion once.
Yeah, okay, so, Zanny...
That's like double, because it's a Klingon.
Let's get our piloting roll, Zanny.
I'm going to use that momentum I got earlier to give me nice on this one.
All right.
There we go.
I was
Don't worry.
nervous.
Because you've got to do a
Yeah,
fly
we
to
do.
make it look shaky and everything, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I do nothing.
You do a
Why
lot
am I
more
bad?
than
Hold
nothing.
on.
You actually do something because that was
Oh.
a 20 that you just rolled.
Woof.
Actually, as
Dice
an
are not in my
advisor and
favor.
she's helping me,
She is.
she's my assist.
Uh-huh.
Re-roll that.
Okay.
I can't do it again this scene, but re-roll that.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah.
There's some momentum for the
so
pull.
so you're coming down, and the ship, you do like that kind of like that sideways turn through the atmosphere where it's like it's controlled, but only because you've done this kind of crap before when you're showboating. But to anyone watching, they're like, oh Jesus, you don't come into a planetary land on its side, like it's just so bad. And then Yezikov is like, oh, let me help, and she hits like the kind of like the autopilot correction, and the ship just instantly kind of does one of those really quick, like everyone's like, oh, off to the left, and then you kind of like, no, it's not on purpose. You hit the button really quick to help her.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
This button.
recorrect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Under my breath, I go, I thought I turned her console off.
So the landing that you want to do, remind me, are we crash landing into trees?
We're crashing in the trees, yes.
Okay, so you're doing a good controlled burn. You've got a whole
Could be
bunch
like-
of like assists for help. Too late, a couple of the warbirds that are in orbit do like a quick try and like tag you as like with
You
tractor
see me
beams,
do one
but-
of these and then another
Exactly,
one.
yeah. Like you actually dodge the. One of the warbirds looks like nothing you guys have ever seen before. It's the one over this shoulder right here. I don't know if you can see. It's kind of tiny. Tim needs to get visuals for the game. That's next job. But it looks like a little bit of an advanced style of the Daredex. It's like got a more of a nastier swoop to it. You guys have never seen that one before. Too bad you can't record anything onto your stuff. Hey, bummer. So you land.
I was gonna say, Sofek, scan that one, but I'm just having too much fun. Flying.
Yeah, and there's nothing to scan. Yeah, you just, yeah.
Luther just takes out a camera.
Oh yeah, does Luther have? Luther does like 3D pictures, right?
The hologram or the holocameras.
He does. He has one of those holocameras. I thought.
He does that. He also has I don't know if he would have brought it, but he has a fairly decent cache of illegal alcohol. So
I'm
he better
fairly
brought some.
confident he would not have brought that.
I mean, Romulan ale onto a Romulan planet to try to buy his way in. Yes, I think he would.
Oh yeah, okay. But you're gonna have a complication. I'm giving you a complication for your rolls to buy that.
Well, I'm not
buy
gonna.
that.
I mean, yeah, whatever.
Let's concentrate on getting onto the planet
All right.
without dying
Yes, that.
first.
So let's
I'm not
get one-
flying. I'm just sitting there.
Let's
One
get
more?
one more pilot roll to
For the
land.
crash?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use a determination on that for Romulan shenanigans.
Yeah.
Crit?
Yeah. Yeah. Good usage.
Do you
Our
want-
shenanigans.
Do you want help?
And, no, don't. No,
Stop helping.
stop helping.
No,
I'm also-
please go ahead.
I'm also gonna, because I have pushed the limit. So since this is atmosphere environment, it'll reduce the difficulty by 1
Could you
to
imagine?
crash into some trees.
Could you imagine if he rolled 3 20s right now? That'd be so amazing.
Shut up.
Waiting.
I'm only rolling 2 dice, so
No.
Here.
Oh,
That's
a
wow.
666.
what the difficulty is, it was -1 because
Wow. Okay.
I've crashed into trees before.
Apparently.
And rocks.
He's done the.
It was on the
crashed into
lemur
tree-
planet.
Yeah.
So you actually have crashed into trees before. So I'm gonna give you 3
In a
momentum.
bike, in a car, in a plane, in a shuttle, sometimes running.
For science, you do this for science.
Difference
Alright.
is I write it down.
Okay, so Sofek, just as communications breaks, you do hear a whole bunch of cries for help, like for assistance. Different ships calling down that you need it, and now you hear the chatter back and forth that there's no response, and they send a couple crews to you. So someone from the station itself is coming to you. And someone from the city that's just outside of the station forested area is coming to you. They both have shuttles. They'll be here fairly quickly.
It's when we hide Andrews, right?
Well, actually, Yeskov, Sofek, Luther, and Andrews, y'all
You
should get
take
the
off.
hell off my ship and out in the middle of nowhere.
We take off and start
Yes,
running
sir.
towards the city.
Towards the city or towards the base?
Oh, base.
Okay, cool.
Just really quickly, like I assume we're not in uniform. We're in some kind of Romulan uniform.
Okay.
Do I have a disruptor pistol? I want to say I took one at Gurkhan's before I left. I just like slammed on one of the panels. It like popped open, and I grabbed it before we left the ship.
Gurgon's got Romulan disruptor, but you know
Every
what?
single Romulan that we've defeated, I've taken their
Yes.
disruptor.
He has.
I would be more surprised if
okay.
you didn't have one, Tim.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeskov
It's
hates
fair.
it and
Yeah.
keeps trying to throw them out, but she knows we're like they're there.
Oh
Okay.
my god, it is lower decks. Somewhere on our ship is the Spock helmet. The red line. It's somewhere on the ship.
From Spock's brain.
No.
No.
Toy.
Deep
The,
dive.
the
toy.
terrible toy that was
What?
released.
Oh
What
my
is
god, yeah.
Spock? What is brain?
What is brain? Brain. What is brain? Brain. Anyway, I'm gonna take a disruptor pistol with me.
Oh my god, you guys are breaking me tonight. I'm like, I'll come up with a serious mission. It'll be good. Infiltration. They gotta like do espionage and stuff. They just hit the panel and grab a disruptor. Sure, why not?
Also, this is like a Romulan ship, right? They probably
Yeah,
have weapons on it. Okay.
No,
No,
there are no weapons.
No, there are no weapons on this
Okay.
ship.
Well, I don't want to bully
Nope,
my way
it's okay.
through this,
It's okay.
but
You
No.
is it
have-
okay? Is that all right?
You storied it well. You
Mhm.
told it well. You have a Romulan disruptor. There is one. You have one.
Yep.
super
waste
awesome,
it.
like thigh, like holster for it.
Nice.
Yeah,
Real
absolutely.
badass.
Yeah, the big bucket, the holster. Yeah.
Old West style with the leather belt.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Yeah, and sash. You
It
gotta
goes
have the
ka-chink,
sash.
ka-chink, ka-chink,
Yeah.
ka-chink whenever you walk.
All
Makes
right.
that sound.
So the the 5 of you, sorry, dart for the complex. Right.
4. I think the
Zanny's-
doctor and Zanny are staying on
Oh,
board.
Doctor and Zanny are staying on board. Okay.
Mm.
So
As they leave, I just look at Dr. Doug and go, "So teach me how to Dougie."
Let's do it.
teach how to what?
Dougie, teach me how to. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Tim's too old.
It's a long
so
story.
It's all good. It's all good. All right. So
You're the worst.
Andrew, Sofek,
Right.
Luther, and Varia. Let's get some running rolls. So we're gonna do.
Awesome.
Yeah, right. We're gonna do fitness. and
I'm not going to run. I'm actually going to lead us because I have SEER training: survival, escape, resistance, and evasion.
Vision.
Look at this guy. Okay, so what are the rolls we're gonna do?
So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a momentum to use collaboration security. So anybody who doesn't have security 5 on the team has security 5 now.
Nice.
What? What have
I need to
what have
take
I
that.
done? All right.
I'm already there.
And then I'm going to use a momentum to increase my task roll for silent movement and SEER training. So focus, yes.
And I do have in infiltration focus if that's any assistance.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I have a survival focus. Is it
I'm a-
us 3?
It's,
4.
It's
We have
four,
self
Sofek as
Sofek
well.
as well.
And so,
Sofek's got security 5 now.
like,
Sofek
we're
learns
fine.
quick.
Oh,
That
Sofek.
was so Sofek.
I'm fitness and security, or is it what do you want?
Yeah, fitness and security.
Okay, so this is my first roll.
Nice.
3 successes.
Not
A
bad.
null
Okay.
discipline.
I guess I haven't clicked on
2
security.
successes. My rolls are crap tonight.
All right, Stefan,
How much momentum
You
do we
can
have?
do it, buddy.
your security
5.
counts as 5 for this roll.
No, momentum. How much? Half.
Oh,
Oh,
5. Because Sam
I'm
rolled
gonna
6. Yeah.
5.
All right, I'm using 1.
Okay.
Nice.
4.
All right, there we go.
Wow.
You
Nicely
pace
done.
me. I'm like 7 feet tall.
And Andrews, let's get a fitness and security roll for you as well.
Vulcan's not exactly forgiving.
Yeah, fair.
All right, so here's the
Oh,
dumb
yeah,
question
right.
time.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So click on fitness, the word,
Mhm.
and it should highlight. Click on security, then it should highlight.
Yep.
And then where it says task roll, click on. Are you rolling 2 dice, or are you using a momentum to buy a third?
I think I should probably do the third.
Okay, so you're gonna click on 3 there,
Okay.
and then click.
Also, for this roll, maybe change your security to 5 because I
it
made
it
your
already
security
is
5.
for him.
Okay,
Yep, I've already got it.
Yeah. And
I'd
then
be
click on
sad
the
if you
Starfleet
didn't.
symbol next to task roll. Ooh, that is a 20. So you do have a determination if you want to use that to re-roll that 20. Right? Am I right? That's right, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What determination are you going to activate to do that? So you can activate any of your values, or the 2 that I gave you, Prime Directive or Romulan Shenanigans.
I've opportunity around every corner.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, all right.
Lead value. All right, so how do I do the re-roll then?
So roll again, but this time you're going to click on task roll and 2.
Task roll and 2. Okay.
Oh my god!
Oh, you
no! Okay.
What a spy you be.
All right. So, Luther, as team lead in this scenario, is there anything that can? I just love the bird flying around in the background. Is there anything that can be done, or are you able to help at all, or is it like that's it? Because we've already spent a determination, so I'm pretty sure there's nothing you can do anymore.
There's nothing I can do, but I can try to use his failure to our advantage.
Okay.
Opportunity around every corner.
Opportunity around every corner.
I look over at Doug and go, did he just trip?
He face planted out the door.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's rough.
I mean, if I spend a determination, can I just like fireman carry him? Because I'm pretty strong.
Yeah. So
I'm good with this.
So
Okay.
you
By the
can.
back of the deck.
So here's
Yeah.
here's
Two
the,
slips.
So,
he
Chosen
trips again.
family.
okay. So here's the complication. So it actually knocks Andrews out, and you're gonna have to fireman haul him.
Okay.
So he's knocked out. You still need to get him into the base. You're right by the shuttle. You might still be able to call Dr. Ross to come with you because he does look like a Romulan. He is a doctor. I mean, you've now got a wounded person. I'm just going to throw that out there. But, you know, Andrews is knocked his ass out. Like, just turned and ran. Like, it's one of those, I know this ship like the back of my hand. Scotty walks into the bulkhead and knocks his ass out. Like, it's full on, like, yeah.
We don't have any like supplies with us, right?
God,
no
no.
hypos or anything like that. Okay.
No.
Cool.
That's a level of foresight we don't have.
Yeah. You know, I thought I'd ask.
We couldn't bring Federation
And can't bring
medical
Federation
equipment.
stuff. Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Okay, nice and quick.
All right. Yep. I'm like getting one of his hands and throwing him over my shoulder as I'm beeping and being like, "Dr. Doug, you need to be out here now. You're now a part of A-Team." Hurry.
Interesting.
I just look at you, just go. Oh,
Okay.
I got this.
Oh, also
I can-
bring medical supplies.
No,
Andrews has knocked himself unconscious.
You got your
Oh,
knowledge,
nothing.
and that's
Absolutely
about it.
nothing.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
no.
Well,
Oh, good.
maybe I
Lu-
just
Luther-
a slap in the face will figure him out.
Luther holds out his hands and is like, you can't aim that with a man on your shoulders.
You can take it from my leg as I run. Let's go.
Andrews wakes up hours later with a pure knowledge of Russian swear words. Like, you don't know why you know all these swear words, but you know so many Russian swear words. Okay, so you get up to this base. It does look like just kind of like a nondescript, sort of like that sort of. I loved all those matte sort of photos of Next Gen, especially. They always had like kind of those cool matte photos of like this futuristic building that had lots of trees around it. This one is like just all on its own. It does look kind of unusual. It's got a main door into it. You don't see any guards. You don't see any cameras. It just looks like it's trying to be as like inconspicuous and just sort of there as possible.
Okay. Before we like breach any cover that maybe we were running through, I'd like to like put Andrews down, and like motion over to Dr. Doug, who I don't think I've ever introduced myself to. Hello, doctor, please. Yezikov, variety. Can you make him awake now?
I'm on it.
Thank you.
So why don't you give me doctor? Why don't you give me a oh, you know what?
Insight?
I was gonna say insight and medicine to see if you can find anything around you that you can use as like smelling salts.
I have a focus of emergency medicine.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So that just gives me a focus and not like an extra
It means
die,
that if
right?
you roll under your focus number, you get a critical.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so just
great.
make sure
So it's
focus
still
uses
two.
Two
Yeah.
successes, yeah.
Do
Got
you
it,
also
alright.
have like any field medicine, like as a talent?
I have triage.
No, not in this
That's
case.
something. No,
That's emergency surgery.
Yeah.
Here we go.
You could just try heating it.
Okay, well,
Might
there's another critical there. So you
A
got
lot
2
of crits
successes
tonight.
and a 20. Do you want
Have
to
you guys
burn a
been playing
determination
D&D
to
a
not
lot
give him
lately?
brain damage?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I'll use a determination.
Which value are you going to activate?
Super necessary.
A failure to act can be as dangerous as acting rashly.
Yeah, it's absolutely.
Yeah.
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 All right.
Doctor.
So let's
pulls
get
out-
another roll.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Or just 1 dice this time.
Nope, same thing.
Or you can just do 1 dice determination. You don't have to roll. He doesn't have to
true. You can-
re-roll
you
that
can keep that
critical
too.
success.
Okay, so just do 1,
Yeah.
and then I'm just re-rolling the 0 then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
There we go.
All right. So 3 successes is enough. Andrews, you kind of like snap to, like, oh yeah, oh God,
Just with
Oh.
me like looming over you.
Yeah.
It's like,
Just cursing in Russian the whole time.
you're supposed to be Secret Service. Running tree? Are you kidding me?
He's
God.
like, I don't know what the Secret Service was.
Plant.
Yeah.
KGB? Are you kidding
Yeah.
me?
The secret what? All right.
Starfleet intelligence.
So it's there. What now? You're all up.
Should I go back to the ship?
Well, no. You can't just arrive out of the woods. They'll probably be swarming with Romulans at this point. Be
Yeah.
safer for you to stay with us.
And
So-
everyone is here. We didn't leave anyone back at the ship,
You
right?
did.
Oh,
You left
Oh.
Zanny back at the ship.
Left Zanny.
Oh,
We'll
left
start
the captain.
captain. It's fine.
So
I
at this point,
can
unless-
spew bullshit. It's all good.
unless the captain has got a real good reason as to why his entire crew, who was undoubtedly scanned as we entered, low orbit and atmosphere, unless he can paint a real good picture as to why we're not with him, I don't recommend going back to the ship.
Okay. Speaking of, the 5 of you, if you want to come up with a plan, mute yourselves here, go into the Discord, come up with a quick plan. I'm going to discuss with Zanny what's going on. When you see me waving like a Muppet, come back, okay? All right, Zanny. So you got crew coming in from the one side, you got a crew coming in from the other. It's not looking all that super great. What is it you would like to do? Because they're kind of like hailing you, and your communications are broken. But you can hear them.
Well, that's funny you mentioned that. So I was gonna turn communications back on, and the uniform I have on, I'm gonna pretend like it was a sub commander uniform.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I'm gonna get over the calm. I'm gonna be like, pretend like I just fixed it. Like, comes on. Is it working? Do I have it? Oh, okay. Hello. This is Sub Commander Toff. Just executed an emergency landing, and my crew had to make an emergency evacuation. Who's there? Someone? Hello.
This is Yelts of the O'Shea Confederacy. Sub Commander Toth, you are not a listed ship coming down. Can you explain what you were doing here?
Of course, we're not a listed ship. We're not supposed to be here.
I don't understand. What do you mean you're not supposed to be here?
Well, we were on our mission to an asteroid belt in the Expanse, and something went wrong with the impulse, and we had to make an emergency landing after we
I
dropped
see.
out of warp. I think
what-
we can fix it.
one of our engineering rescue teams is on the way, and as is one of the Romulan rescue teams. You'll please wait for them to arrive.
Thank you, but I think I can get my impulse fixed on my own. I'll be back with you in a few minutes. You can keep talking. I can hear you.
Do you just mute him?
Yeah, just
All right, so you just mute this guy, and he's still kind of like, hello, sir. Hello?
I come back on the comm. Look, I'm very busy. Whoever you are, I'll be out of here in a few minutes. Now just.
All right. So what is it you're planning on doing?
I'm planning to wait till I get close enough, and then actually, I'm thinking I might take off again.
Are you gonna?
And that was a thought of mine, like pretending like it's fixed. I'm gonna wait to interact with them and pretend like I fixed it.
So how are you gonna get these guys out? I guess is the better.
Well, I'm gonna try and stall. Actually, here's my real plan. Sorry, I've been covering this on over the little while. I had a few ideas. So here's my real plan. I have a few minutes before. What I'm actually going to do is go and mess up one of the impulse engines. I know enough about shuttles that I can make it look like it was broken.
Yeah, I mean, worst comes to worst, wrench.
Wrench.
Yeah. Okay.
But not enough so that I can fly this thing away.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is mess it up enough so that it will take, hopefully long enough for them to fix it, so I can at least take off and do a quick bounce with those guys. I assume they all have communicators, so I'll be able to send them like a broadcast message, maybe.
Sure.
As I leave.
Like a really quick one that won't be detected.
Yeah, just
like a beam out now, like or not even just like beam out. Just it's gonna just be like now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like evac now, just that.
Not even because you don't want to evac. You just now. I would because
now.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you give any clues to what's going on, right?
You know what it'll be? It'll just say tally ho.
All right. I'll let them know that tally ho is the code.
Tally ho is the code.
Okay, so why don't you give me a daring and engineering for breaking the ship? The ship.
I'm going to use a momentum for that.
Okay, and you may use also your if you've got a trait, focus, or a value that ties into this, you can use that as well.
I do have extra vehicular activities.
Do you have shuttle operations?
I have Starship Expert.
I guess I'll let extra vehicular be the thing. All right, give me a roll.
Cool, here we go.
Don't roll a 20.
Yeah, otherwise it won't.
Okay.
I will use my last determination.
Yeah. What value are you activating this time? Because Romulan shenanigans has been used.
I will use nothing better than practical experience.
And oh god.
See a spark? Oh, too much.
Yeah. No.
No.
Yeah, all right.
There we go.
Great.
All right. Cool.
Okay, so you break it enough to not be broken. You don't actually get any momentum out of that, so
that's fine. I figured it'd be a tough one.
Yeah. But so far your plan is set. Is there anything else you'll need, or can I go back to them?
I think I'm good. If you don't need me to roll like a BS test, which I'm pretty good at too.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you, because you're gonna be able to read their minds because you're Beta Z, right? So you can figure out the BS part. Mostly it's just them trying to figure out what's going on, and I'm assuming you're gonna take off just as they land, right? Like before they get a chance to investigate anything, right?
Before they really get a chance, just
okay.
Get a sense that this guy's sort of legit, and then be like, and we're out.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So we'll get back to you. You good?
Cool. Yep, I'm good.
Okay, all right. Muppet Wave.
Yeah, you don't need to Muppet Wave. We actually heard everything you were saying.
Aw,
The one downside, we couldn't figure out how to mute you in Zoom.
It was very distracting. I don't know where I was.
I tried.
That's all right.
It's all good.
We'll get even.
I figured we'll get even. I figured that I just kind of realized now I probably could have put you in another room, but then I realized that it would have moved you all around, and we'll figure this out. One day we'll get it right.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Okay.
Phone next time. Phone the one person you're talking with.
Phone. Yeah, I'll just call you all. Okay, so let's flip to you guys outside of the complex. What is the plan? We've got 25 minutes.
We are going to go up to the door, and Luther's going to take the lead on this one because I'm a mute. Because I don't talk.
Did you actually
didn't
mute yourself? We're not
figure
doing a
out-
voice because we could do a
Put
voice.
the scar
too.
on her neck.
Okay.
But the,
All right.
I also have to punch people to give them bruises, I think, too. Wasn't that part of the plan?
Just to add an injury or two.
oh yeah. No, I full on clock Andrews.
Yeah.
I mean,
Are we
he
doing
doesn't-
that plan?
He's already got a big welt on his forehead.
There's no blood.
Into a tree.
Although, yeah, I think we brought up, we should make sure not to hit too hard, just hard enough for a bruise, not to break skin.
Not
No
to break
blood,
skin and not
because
to
our
bleed.
blood's not green.
Got it.
Right.
Mute.
Put the, like,
Oh yeah,
breast
blood's
knuckles
not
away.
green. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay,
Sofek
cut.
goes, you
Walking
can
up
punch
the
me
floor.
harder.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sofek's blood is green.
Mm.
By the way, walking up to the front door, ballsy, stupid, but ballsy.
Ballsy, yeah. All right.
Eh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I slam on the door.
Yeah, the door kind of like opens, and a really confused Romulan guard is standing there.
We have
Like,
injured. We were in that shuttle that lost control. We need help.
Okay, come
Kill intruder, by the way.
come in. Oh, nice touch, you sneaky son of a bee. All right,
You're Romulan.
You see on his shirt, because I don't understand why they don't have names. So I actually came up with some Romulan names. So Sobek is his name. He's lets you in, and
I'm like, hurry! I need some of you to help me. We have more injured on the shuttle.
there's just me at the moment. But yeah, okay, come on, let's do it. So
I'll
wait,
bring
in
in
the shuttle.
Andrews.
Where's the shuttle? And he kind of
The shuttle's in the woods. We crashed in those trees.
Oh, I heard on the report there's already 2 shuttles there.
Okay.
Emergency teams are already taking care of it. In fact, I can call them and get them to come here with medical supplies if you want.
As you will. We just need help with
Okay.
bringing him in if you can first. And I kind of lean Andrews towards him, so he has to carry him in because it's a doorway.
You're just gonna like throw Andrews into him. Here, help!
Yeah.
And the intention here is I want to tie up, not actually tie, but I at least want to keep his arms and such busy so he can't reach for any other communicators or
Yeah, okay.
other
so
devices.
He goes to like hit the communication device on the there's always that security panel, right? So he goes to hit it, and you kind of throw him on, and I don't even think a roll is really necessary. Let's just say you fall right into his ass because you're
Stumble
already
forward.
still like kind of like, oh god, right?
Right.
Get help.
Yeah. He's like, I can't get help if I'm holding him. Like, what do you want me to do? Like,
Sorry, I don't want to meta this, but he said that he's the only one here right now?
all right, he said he's
Is
the
that
only
right?
one here right now.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
That just saved his life, so.
All right. So
yeah, I
he's
guess we'll
busy
move
with
in.
Andrews. Yeah, okay.
Do you have a med bay or something that we can take him to?
Yeah, we've got a like a little like it's a clinic like type med. Yeah, small, but we got it. It's got a really bad stutter because Tim's being thrown off with the actual planning. I'm not used to this. So he's got they got a small med bay. Yep.
All right, does he
Show
take
me,
us there?
show me where it is.
I can't. I can call for help. I can't leave my post. I gotta stay here. I mean,
I point at the, like, big black bruising, and I'm like, this is such a bad idea. I should have got
give
the
me
voice
a.
box.
He's gonna need a roll there, yeah. Give me a reason and medicine, one of you, or
I can do
presence
that.
and medicine.
We have a doctor with us.
Yeah.
I can do reason and medicine.
Yeah,
Doctor
you,
would be
buddy.
best, yeah.
that all right.
Can I use a focus on this?
What focus?
Calm bedside manner. I'm going to talk to him very calmly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because that's always terrifying when a doctor does that. It's always.
I have some news.
Yeah. Oh God. All right. Yeah. Okay. So, what medical technobabble do you throw at him?
It's gonna be like I don't know. What was the thing that they said in Star Trek 4? It was like upper abdominal, whatever, and then it ends up being just a really sciencey way of saying he has a cramp.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. An upper abdominal abfraction or something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I just string along a bunch of Latin, or I guess not Latin,
Say,
but
like, it's a
Romulan
headache.
words.
I mean, the universal translator will translate it, right? So that's yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So you get what you need, and he's kind of like, oh man, that sounds horrible. Yeah. Okay. Let's get him. So he leaves his post. Oh god. So you guys go inside. He's got to swipe a card on the second door that you get to, and then he does a retinal scan. And you hear retinal and DNA confirmed. And the door kind of shunk, and you do hear one of those kind of back behind the door grinds. It opens, and it opens up into kind of like just an open hangar. Most of the room is empty, so the facade of this office building is literally that. It's just a facade, and inside you see a large open hangar. You see a small vessel, but bigger than a shuttle. Got kind of like one of those, almost like the classic Warbird look to it, but more modernized, right? And it's you see offices all kind of like around the top ring. It looks like they kind of built the living quarters so you can see everything from the inside. Whoever is working in here wants to be able to keep eyes on this at all times. And he starts to lead you up a staircase and into kind of like a really a medical bay is like a polite term. It's like a couple beds and some med supplies. It's really, really generic because, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When we went through the door that he had to do a retinal and DNA scan,
Yeah.
I want to just kind of glance over my shoulder. Does he have to do the same thing to get out of there?
No.
Thank God.
That's important.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. I'm just looking at everything. What's the plan, guys?
I'm gonna pick up whatever the Romulan version of a medical tricorder is, and just start waving it around, pretending like I know how to use it.
Okay, I'm gonna see if he knows enough about medicine to notice that you just grabbed something wrong. Give me a second.
As he's racking his brain and my ally here is spouting off babble, I also want to, as I'm leaning in, and leaning very heavily on him, I want to tell him that the senator will thank him for his service.
Oh, okay. So before I make my roll, you can give me I'd be presence and what would that be? Presence and command?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do presence and command.
Or daring in command.
Or daring and command. I'll let you pick.
I think presence in this case.
Presence is you're talking it in, right? You're not really being bold. You're
I'm trying to press it upon him. Yeah. So this would be task roll 2? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is with you with the 20s tonight?
Good God. I'm not playing D&D. Come on, roll 20.
I know, right? So he kind of looks at you. He's like, oh, that's good. But he gets kind of a little bit of a vibe. Doc, he's still distracted enough, so that's at least good.
Sofrek's gonna go and lean heavily on the bed behind him. And yep.
Okay. Behind who? Behind me or behind?
Behind the guard.
Okay, so you lean
basically just be out of his eyesight, but acting clutching.
Yeah, all right.
Sofrek's gonna clutch his head and is like, "Oh, I'm just another injured crew member."
All right, so you lean on the bed behind him. Ross, you grab the device, and the guard looks up and says, "Why are you grabbing the plasma scanner?" Wrong device.
I must have a concussion. Who are you again? Drill on true.
All right, give me a presence and command.
I'm good.
It's time for Deus Ex Spock.
The lies. Sofek, what are you doing?
So as he's focused on
Dr.
our
Doug.
concussion patient.
Yeah, patients apparently now.
Yeah, while he's hopefully very distracted, I'm just gonna Nerf pinch.
All right. You nerve pinch him. Give me a roll. Let's see how well you do. Basically, it's to see how long he's going to stay out. Or if you get 2 20s, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna use Romulan shenanigans.
Yeah, you are.
And a determination.
Our shenanigans.
Let's see. Nerf pinch.
You use science instead of security, right?
Yep. Using science, and I guess fitness because it's a it's a melee weapon.
It is fitness.
I hope you just give him a massage.
4 successes total.
Why
All
are
right,
you touching me?
So he just crumples to the floor. So let me give you a quick layout because we're running quick on time. So inside this, you can see outside of this room, the hangar looks fairly big. And who's got the highest engineering? What's everyone's engineering? Andrews, yours is 2, I believe. 3
1.
for Dr. Doug. Oh, okay, 1. 3 for Sofek.
3.
2 for
Luther,
me.
2. Okay, so Sofek and
boy.
Dr. Doug, you two recognize that they are doing something to the actual engines of the ship. So you can see it laid out. It looks like they're trying to install something to the core. Looks shiny and new.
Always good when Romulans do stuff to their cores.
Or as in the singularity core that powers Romulan vessels.
Core is in singularity core that powers Romulan vessels. Yeah.
Oh,
The black hole.
Cool.
Oh, it's never good when he says that.
Do you-
How much time do we have?
Minutes, I believe.
If
Yeah.
that
That team's
And,
coming
and
back.
Tim, I'm gonna start pocketing Romulan medical equipment, like just sticking it.
All right. Yeah,
In
sure. Yeah. You get like
Or
Whatever
Doctor,
it
the
is.
kleptomaniac.
Just
Yeah.
rumpy.
Luther leaves the bottle of Romulan ale, opens it up, and kind of pours it on the ground near the guy that's passed out.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So it's like he drank himself into the stupor.
Yeah.
Just in this medical bay.
Okay.
Yeah, why not? It's hidden away. Nobody uses
He
it,
has a
obviously.
problem.
it's unlikely to be on video.
Yeah.
Doctor, is there any Romulan amnesia medicine or anything we can give him to make him kind of hazy on what happened?
Want to roofie him.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey Yezikov.
Yep.
As Sofek does the cool, and you kind of like it's never good when he says that, and he kind of points to what you're looking at. You recognize something from a highly classified Starfleet file, because you do have some ties to intelligence, and you remember a discussion about the USS Pegasus and a warp core that had gone away from the Federation because, or not a warp core, a new device that the Federation had created, and then Picard gave back to the Romulans. It looks very similar to what's on the floor of that hall there.
So that
They're making a phase cloak.
It's a cloak that can pass through solid objects.
Yeah, but keep in mind, Sofek and Luther, you guys don't actually know that,
Yep.
just the actors.
Yeah.
Just making
okay.
sure that Leah knows that.
Bavaria.
Not Varia.
No, I
but Leah.
didn't. Various. I turned to Anders. Do you have what you need?
I will.
There's a
just need
console here.
We
yeah,
need
I
to
just
get
need a
out.
few moments to interface with this.
Liz, Devin is in danger. We need to get back to him as soon as possible.
Yep.
It cuts back to him on this ship, and it's looking like, Oh.
Be doing that right now.
Devin's got quiet time. Yeah, I could be doing that right now. That's funny. All right.
I'm a little out of my element right now, Sofik. I might actually have a concussion. The only thing I can think of to give him memory loss is to bludgeon him.
We'll say that because I mean it's a little bit of a trope in Star Trek, isn't it? So give me a medicine roll. We're gonna do daring and medicine. If you can figure out what chemicals you can find in the medbay, you could probably do it.
Not to put too fine a point on it, but there is the good old-fashioned Vulcan mind meld.
We don't have that time.
It's
Takes
a
like
whole
4 hours.
thing.
We've used it once, and boy, did we never want to use it again.
Right.
Correct.
Can I use xenobiology focus?
Yeah, you could.
Sweet.
What can cause
Go.
amnesia? Poor Romulan ale.
You know
down his
what?
throat.
Yes, I'll let you figure out that there is the right chemicals are here. You could give him a very temporary loss of memory for the last few, like so let's say the last hour, no more than that.
Hangover.
Yeah, hangover kind of memory. But we got to get that. You got to get Andrew Stevens into this place. There is a console here, but it looks like it's kind of like on its own. The closest one is at the bottom of the stairs in the main hangar. That one looks like a proper connected to the main core kind of console.
Good.
All right. Are you taking anyone with you, or are you just going to run for it yourself?
I think at this point, I'm going to volunteer Varia to come with me.
I said maybe you want to grab his key card.
He's so thrilled.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I guess if that's on the way out, is there any reason for the rest of us to stay in the?
So it's kind of
medbay?
like you'd have to go down the stairs and then backtrack underneath the stairs, kind of thing. Whereas the rest of them would have to go back out into the hall. So if you all backtracked, it would be obvious.
Yeah.
We just need you to keep out of sight for now. And I'm gonna like reach down and with my boot knife take a bit of his hair.
Who's
The DNA, the like Vulcan or the
okay.
Romulan, the Romulan.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
DNA test.
Yeah.
Okay.
See that is your eyeball. I don't. It's messy.
All right. So you get down to the console, and it needs a DNA. That's along with the key card. That's
There we
damn
go.
right.
And I
Absolutely.
like sprinkled the hair.
Salt bay, air bay.
The elbow thing.
It's so gross.
Yeah, I'm the weird one for stealing medical equipment.
We stole hair. Is there any disruption?
Snip it a little before I put it on.
literally the comment as you're running out of there. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah, Andrews, you're at the console. The console is unlocked thanks to Yezikov.
Okay.
You got your dandy device.
I do.
All right, so you plug that sucker in. Give me a control and security, please.
You know how I roll these things.
I mean, I can't really help it.
Oh, thank God.
There we go.
Oh, thank
Oh,
God.
thank God. All right, so you can see the chip is starting to work. You can see that the files are being altered, and it takes one of the crewmen out, turns them into a Starfleet intelligence officer, and turns you into them.
Poor bastard.
Pretty much.
We got two
Um,
Romulans about to
Wonder
be
if it's the
executed.
guard we left unconscious, covered in
The
booze
Romulans did the
upstairs.
exact same thing to us.
So-
Like, do we just share programs with them, or?
You guys are able to GTFO. Unless you want to
Oh,
try,
yep.
unless you want to leave that, you're gonna have to leave that device on its own. Yezikov, are you good with that?
Oh, the Pegasus device.
Yeah.
This
I'm
was
assuming that
Yezikov, this was
jerk-off
not
here
your
already
mission.
knows
That
what it
said,
is.
I,
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, this wasn't your mission, but I see you have an interest. We'll see what we can do about that.
This kid not stay in Romulan hands.
I'm not a Romulan.
It's here. You know what? I don't have time to argue with you. And I like turn around and I leave. God, Section 31 CIA KGB bullshit. Plan.
Are we making our way back to the shuttle now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
No,
grab you guys.
We're
and
not
leave.
going in a straight line. We're going in a big roundabout route to avoid the teams arriving back to this base from the shuttle.
All right, so you guys arrive at the shuttle just as you see a whole bunch of shuttle crew from two other shuttles kind of pour out of the shuttles and start to rush towards yours, which quickly takes off.
Fuck.
Captain finally I believe the term is fed up with us.
I'm
Wait,
sure
he's the
he
best
has
pilot?
a plan. Not the best on the ship, but one of them, yes.
Join
do we
us
have,
next week on New Crew.
I mean, Tim, if you wanted us to like roll new characters, you could have just told us.
No.
No, I'm joking. Do we? I'm assuming we have some kind of secure communications.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're close. If it's taking off, we're watching it take off. We're close enough for me to be like, Yezikov, Zanny, where are you going?
All you hear is tally ho.
It's
and
not
then
funny.
Suddenly,
It's never funny.
And that's the last thing you see hear as you start to like kind of vanish into that green transporter beam. It's not funny beam. And you reappear on the ship. However, Zanny.
Oh, we do. Okay.
Yeah, you're on the shuttle. You're taking off. Zanny.
We got transported. Permanent Romulans.
Yeah.
Hey.
Zanny, I need you to make. Yes, I just realized.
I
what
was
happened.
like, you guys were too late.
So, Zanny, I need please a control and science.
Control and science. Okay. I'm going to use the momentum for this.
Mm-hmm. I would use a couple.
All
Do you
right.
have determination?
No, not anymore.
He's used the ball up.
We have a bunch of momentum, so use 3 to get 2 dice.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, all right.
That should leave us with 1, I think.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah. So here.
So happy
here-
you brought us on board to crash and burn.
This isn't for piloting.
Go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Could have been worse.
so Yezikov, it feels like it should still come off. But you transport transport goes.
Swear to God.
All right, so the transport goes well. You take off, but Zanny, they are now. Remember those 2 big warbirds in orbit?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they are coming for you. And you're not able to cloak yet because you're just on the outer edge of the atmosphere, so they can still see you. So they are going to take shots.
Yes. Yeah.
Shots.
Evasive maneuvers.
Basic. I look back. That's my line. I'm not pushing the button. Yes, I will take evasive maneuvers.
Help you.
Alright. Take your evasive maneuvers.
There we go. And I'm going to use our last momentum for this too.
Okay,
Because I think we have 1 more.
Before that happens, Sam,
I won't look.
I was gonna use my character's human ability to burn a determination to add 3 momentum to the pool.
We have that?
Humans all have that.
Man.
You have that?
Yeah. all humans have that.
Oh, humans automatically get that?
Yeah, humans automatically get that, and they automatically get 3 extra resolve. 3 extra stress.
Oh, yeah, I
Oh,
got
yeah,
the stress
that-
one down.
Yeah, so that one is called Spirit of Discovery.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it wouldn't. Thank you. Wouldn't have helped, but thank you.
I mean,
I got 2.
you got 2. Did you
I got
only
2.
need 2 for
Yeah, for
Okay.
evasive maneuvers.
and that lowers or increases the difficulty for me to hit you by
difficulty
1.
to hit. Yeah.
All right. So Tim's going to burn a threat because they ticked at you. First one's going to take a shot. I don't have the shipmate, so it's just going to be 3d20. And I will get an 11 to 15 and a 4. So that 11 and that 4 will hit. Do I need 2? Nope, I need 3. So it will
You need
miss.
3 because he just woof.
Yep. So you dodge out of that way. The second one, then it's your turn.
I will continue evasive maneuvers.
Can you retain? You're gonna have to give it to one of your
Uh,
other
I have to give it to somebody else. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
somebody else
that
can
would
do
mean
something.
Varia's on the con, I'm assuming, because she's XO.
Fire, you assisting in flying?
Yep.
Yep.
Sure. I think that's probably the best, unless there's a gun on this ship. I doubt there is.
Jack?
You never asked.
He's not
Oh.
here. Fuck. Okay. So I'm so sorry. God forbid we ever do a PG stream. I have
You could see it.
Romulan tactics and Ship 4 tactical systems, and I'm well versed in alien weapons. So I'm
Varia?
gonna take a look.
Varia, there is basic phasers, disruptors.
Okay,
Disruptors. Pardon me. Yeah.
and we've got 2 warbirds on our ass.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
And,
just gonna help
one
them fly it.
weird-looking one.
Yeah, I was
was-
gonna say, oh, good, we can annoy them.
Yeah,
I was gonna look at if you had
Pardon me while I
fired,
throw pebbles at this tank.
yeah.
if you had fired, I was just looked at you like, really? You just want to piss them off?
All right. So you.
No, I'm gonna help them fly.
Yeah. All right. So give me a control and con. No.
Con and control. Yeah.
Con and-
Okay. I'm gonna burn my personal momentum to get another dice. Wha-bam!
Control and con. Wow.
All right.
Hmm?
I
Very,
know how to push button. Not that button, this button.
How'd you figure out the button on the way down?
You
All
just
right.
shake it ourselves. Yes?
you guys are like you're getting charred, but
Yes.
you're not getting hit hard. So it's all kind of like shoo shoo. And just as one beam is doing that, like that close, like you hit the cloak and do a nice little, and it kind of just flies right by, and you cloak. You can go to warp, meet your ship at the rendezvous.
I will go to warp. Thank you.
All right. So you
Leaf
hit,
on the wind.
you hit,
Just before
Yeah.
before we go to work, watch this. I'll fly casual.
All right, so you hit warp and go. You go into warp. You come out of warp. The ship is where it's meant to be. Gurkhan is waiting, and Andrews pops on the screen. So nice of you to help me out. I really, really appreciate it. Look, I know I've given you a hard time in the past. I'll tell you what. I'll let you keep the shuttle. No, I'm just kidding. You've got less than 10 seconds to beam out before this sucker explodes. 9, 8.
What about the face shit?
7,
Okay.
6,
All right.
5.
I guess we'll beam out.
Beam us directly to medical.
All right, so you guys beam into medical just as the shuttle explodes. Gurkhan's like, "What the hell?"
Well, I really hope that he read the one of those stupid pads that I left on my desk and said, "Gurkhan, for your eyes only."
You need to go over security parameters again.
yeah. Okay,
Not what we do.
that is
No, it was meant for him.
Hey, you've done it. You successfully infiltrated the base and dropped off Andrews/Stevens at the base. You had an interaction and didn't kill him, Yazikov. It's a good thing.
She did get to punch him at least once for free.
You're growing as a character. I'm so happy for you.
It's true.
Hey, I'm not usually violent towards people unless they're violent to me first.
Fair, and Andrews was kind of a d-bag, but that's okay. So Alan Loves, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for bringing my NPC that I was playing into life. The one thing I did want to do that Yezikov, Sofek, I'm gonna give this one to you. You did see Mevin in the base. Commander Mevin, the Romulan that you guys all know and love. She was
I think
in
he's
Our reoccurring
she
Romulan.
was in the base. So I'm just throwing that out to you. I got lost in our like the knockout threw me right out. I was like, I don't know what to do. So you successfully but you did notice that. Yeah, so you did see her there. That all said, Alan, thank you so much for joining us.
Happy to be here.
Do you have anything you want to plug? Because you can. Hey.
I mean, yeah, I do a whole lot of tabletop development, and while I largely do another system, it's weird. I've done some Star Trek Adventures writing before, and I hopefully will do some more in the future. We'll see.
Yeah.
But there are other projects on the horizon. If you people who have tuned in, if they would like to just check me out on Twitter, that's probably the best way to do it. But I've got a hardcover D&D collection coming out here shortly.
So excited.
That's with Wizards of the Coast. There's a self-published thing that I'm doing with Alex Kammer of Gamehole Con and Greenwood. We've got another project that I'm doing with Kammer that will be going to Kickstarter later this year.
Thanks for making the time to play Star Trek with us. Oh my god.
But there's a lot of cool stuff on the horizon, and as the year goes on and we all adjust and do more online gaming, I'm going to be spinning up more of that too. So hopefully I'll be able to run games for you lot in the future.
Oh, we're down.
And we'll see what shakes.
Beagle
loose.
does run. It is canon. Beagle, the NPC I normally play, he does run a Dungeons and Dragons game in the holodeck.
Yep.
Oh.
Nice. I like it.
It is canon, and it wasn't even my decision. I didn't even make that up. It was given to me by the crew. As for everyone else, you can find me at the GM Tim. What's your Twitter handle, Alan?
At Wharftiner.
Nice. It is on the credits, so you'll be able to see it both at the start, in the intermission, and at the end of today's show. And if you hit my Twitter feed, you'll find it there as well. My crew, I love you. I missed you. It was so great to have everyone here. And we're going to have some guests coming like almost every week for the next few weeks. I'm really excited for everyone. And if you want to play with us, honestly, just let me know, because we're open to guests. We love having guests. And you can see that I screw with everybody. Even if you're a guest, it's fair game, right? So, thanks for watching. We'll be back in 2 weeks with episode 8. I can't believe we got episode 8 already of season 3. That's nuts, right? The USS Haida. And, live long and prosper. Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Au revoir.
Oh, wait. Do you know what?
Hmm?
Before I do the music, I actually have a new credits closing scene just for
Ooh.
us. So let's do that, and then we'll go right to the music. So we'll see you later. Bye, everyone. Tim's smart. It's late.